Sound can be intense. I apologize for alarming you. I hope your ears are perked. Okay, I'll stop. Let's cover sound intensity, the decibel scale. When we study Introduction to Physics, we talk about sound being a form of energy. Specifically, we tend to measure it in terms of intensity. It's the amount of energy per second being displaced upon 1 meter squared. Hence the unit being watt per meter squared. But we want a number that is easy to reference very soft sounds, like rustling leaves in the wind. We also want it to be able to measure loud sounds, such as jet airplanes and shotguns. And so we have a logarithmic scale for human numbers, where 30-40 decibels is quiet, rustling leaves, and all the way over 150 decibels is really, really loud sounds, like jet airplanes, guns. The expression is beta, which is decibel, is equal to 10 log times the intensity of the sound that we're measuring over the threshold of hearing. The threshold of hearing is the minimum sound a human can hear, which is usually 10 to the minus 12 watts per meter squared. We like to use the decibel scale, especially when we're conversing normally with humans, because it's a number that means something instantly. If we're talking about intensity of sound in casual conversation, we'd be talking about units such as 10 to the minus 12, 10 to the minus 9, 10 to the minus 5. And those numbers don't mean much to people in the general public space. Although this equation seems straightforward, how would you solve it working a little bit backwards? So here's a typical problem. Imagine my classroom is operating at 75 decibels. What is the intensity of the sound in the room? 10 is just a number, it's just being multiplied on one side, so to move it to the other side, we're going to divide it. And to get rid of the log, we put everything to the power of 10. The side of the equation that has the log, it just disappears. But the side of the equation that doesn't have the log is put to the power of. In our case, that is 10 to the power of beta over 10. Rearrange the equation to find I on its own, and we have all the numbers. We have what the threshold of hearing is. We know that the decibel is 75, and 10 is just a number. Multiply them all out, and voila. The intensity of the room is 3.2 by 10 to the minus 5 watts per meter squared. As you can see, that was a mouthful of a sentence to say. And that is why we tend to not use intensity to measure sound when we're conversing in everyday language. Decibels is a little bit easier to talk about. Happy sounding!